Yes, I can take you for food.
Good. Burning, burning, burning. And then externally rotate and get your chest up high.
Oh, this feels so weird. I feel like a gym bro. Finally, today's going to be my body fat check. 2 weeks overdue. I did send my trainer a text earlier reminding him to bring his laptop because last week should have been the body fat check since I got back to the gym and he forgot it. So crossing my fingers that he remembered. I'll put my calories and my macros for the month somewhere in the corner. I haven't really changed my eating habits much. I'm still eating around 1,600 calories Monday through Friday-ish, and then a little higher Saturday and Sunday. There was 1 week where I couldn't go to the gym at all because I hit my head and my energy feels lower than usual, and I'm a pretty low energy person. I feel like because I'm very short and I'm already at a healthy weight range, the changes in my body are a lot slower, which is more sustainable. See you at the gym and hopefully the results are good.
It's body fat check day.
I know.
So I'm not expecting any huge jumps on this one.
I wish there was a huge
I
jump.
know, but where we're at with your programming right now, we've been lifting a little heavier than normal.
Yes.
So when we're doing that, your body's going to be kind of trying to figure out how to burn fat but put on muscle. So a lot of times you'll see the drops start to kind of slow down a little bit while we're doing that, but hopefully we'll see a little bit and then we'll go from there, see if we need to make any adjustments.
Sure.
So let's start with your weight.
106.9.
That's a pretty big drop, isn't it?
Wow.
Where were you at?
It was 107.7
Yeah.
last time.
All right. It's more than I expected.
Yeah, same here.
It rounded to 107. Very good. Show them that camera.
Yeah. DJI Osmo
That's
Pocket
it.
3. Yes.
That's the one. That's what I was looking for.
That's the one. All right. Let's start facing that way. We'll get the right tricep.
Ow, it hurts.
I know. Shoulder blade while you're there. You got nothing back here. And it's getting lower every time.
Well, that's good.
The right bicep. Yeah, your arm's trimmed down a little.
Yay. I was actually worried I didn't have much progress because I skipped a whole week.
Yeah, but sometimes your body needs that for some extra recovery. Right hip bone. I can't even pinch there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you might have dropped quite a bit.
I sure hope so.
All right, so we're at 23.1.
Oh, this is taking forever. I thought I was already going to be hot, lean, and toned. It's month 5. Why is this taking so long? Like, what do you mean I don't look like a fit influencer?
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I don't feel like it sometimes.
It's hard to see it yourself,
I know.
but it's there for sure. Also, you got to remember percentage for you is always going to be small
Yes.
because your weight's so low. So
And I'm short.
that percentage is a pretty big number. Lean body mass, 82.3. So we're still doing good there. Remember, when you're at a deficit, that's going to creep down a little bit, but it was 0.3 pounds. So I'm not worried about that one bit. And then let's see what body fat mass is at. That's 24.7. Overall, we're kind of leveled off there. Body fat percentage went down a little bit. So you still lost, but it looks like the ratio of losing muscle to losing fat leveled off. Not enough to be concerned about yet, but we need to kind of keep an eye on it.
Okay.
There's a few adjustments I want to make with that. The main one is, how are you feeling in terms of how much you're eating?
I've actually felt noticeably a little more hungry.
Okay. That's where I think we're going to have to add like 200 calories a day.
Yes, I get to eat more food.
And obviously, protein needs to be part of that,
Yes.
a good part of it. But you can add just a little bit of carbs too.
Carbs.
So we can bump that up a little bit because we're going to be at a lower deficit now. So we need to be real careful about what carbs you're eating. You need easy to digest, quick carbs that are going to get actually used.
Like a rice cake?
Rice cakes are perfect.
I just bought those. That's perfect.
So that's a perfect one. White rice should be like your main staple. What are you doing for breakfast right now?
Yogurt with granola, chia seeds, fruit. I can switch to oatmeal, but I do like.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Stay with granola. I'm not a fan, even granola too, because it has oats in it. The oats are really hard to digest. They're kind of rough on the stomach. And the problem with that is whenever your food digests, the carbs get broken down, it releases glucose in the bloodstream. If it gets kind of like junked up because it's not breaking down properly and fast enough, it starts causing problems with how that glucose is released in the system. And then your body could potentially start storing that instead of it getting fed into the cells and used as energy. We want quick, easy to digest carbs so that as soon as it gets broken down, it hits the bloodstream, fills you with glucose, and that glucose is shot straight into the muscle cells where it can be actually used instead of stored.
And my cardio is just going to stay the same?
Yes, make sure you're getting them in every single day. I don't want to do this yet, but next measurement, if we're still kind of like plateaued, I think what we're going to do is add fats and remove some carbs. All right, that's your measurements. On to lifting stuff now. Calves and quads, we're gonna roll and stretch, and then we'll warm up on the leg extensions. We'll start off light and then crank it up from there.
Sure.
So we're gonna crank that foot on there. What I want you to do is bring your body forward where your weight is directly over that heel.
Oh, I can feel it more.
Yeah. Think about relaxing the back of the leg as much as you can. Usually with the calves, because they're so stubborn, what'll happen is it'll start to release, but then you'll feel it like clench back up.
Yeah.
So sometimes it takes a little longer than some other muscles to get it to actually let go. Let's just do this standing quad stretch. I'm not too concerned with your quads. They're usually pretty mobile. 2 for 15 reps.
Okay.
And then we're gonna bump it up from there. There we go. And then do we need to move the seat forward too?
No, I think the seat is fine.
Are your hips pressed up against it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, let's move you up a couple notches. Yeah, you want to be careful with that because if the hips are tucked away from it, that lower back could be pulling when you fire the hip flexors. So you always want to be playing it up against the bottom of that pad. Good. Burning, burning, burning.
Sometimes I feel like I should be stronger than this, but I'm not. It's almost 4 years of me lifting.
So one thing I focus on a lot with people, you naturally have it. Whenever you're using a muscle, so the quads in this case, you can either get them stronger and just keep adding weight, so you're adding more external weight, more external resistance to get them stronger, or you can focus on the mind to muscle connection and you can flex the muscle harder against the same resistance. Either way, you get stronger, but when you focus on that mind to muscle connection and you're getting stronger, 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 it doesn't feel like you're getting stronger.
Yeah.
Because your weights don't really go up. You just start contracting the muscle harder.
Oh.
So you're still getting the same effect. You're getting stronger, but you keep the weights a little bit lighter. So you end up reducing risk of injury anyway. And I think that mind to muscle connection is something that a lot of people don't ever actually learn. And you really need to, because that's where our control for like posture and things like that are. I've never even had to teach you that. You've always naturally focused on the muscle that we're working, and you learn to contract it, you get control of it and do it more.
I'm not even thinking about it.
Some people just naturally do that, which is a great thing.
Oh.
Now you have some areas where that connection isn't there, that you struggle with a little bit more, like the shoulder blades we had to work on, learning to actually feel that. Let's keep the weight there. I want to make a couple minor adjustments to your posture. Again, we want the hips pressed against the lower part of the pad. But this time, what I want you to do before you lift, I want you to lock the core into a little bit of a draw in, and then I want you to get sternum and chest up and keep those shoulder blades back a little bit. And we're gonna try and hold all that stable. Last one. Very good. They're gonna be sore again. Oliver, you gotta get in video with those pants.
The 90s are back.
I gotta pull them out.
Yeah, grow the legs. One last heavy set. Awesome. How are those legs doing?
They're doing.
They're feeling good?
I don't know about good.
Moving on to leg press.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I still feel a little lightheaded after
that. A little
that.
dizzy after?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your time, get some oxygen.
I'm making sure to breathe deeply.
I don't want you passing out on me. That wouldn't look good on video.
No, I don't want to pass out on video. That would be the first time I would pass out.
How we doing?
I'm better.
Ready now?
Yeah.
All right. 15. You ready?
Sure.
Last one. And rest. Get dizzy on that one, or are you good?
I think I'm fine.
The extra straining on the quads over there. That gives you a good reason to eat some good carbs tonight.
Oh, carbs. My pizza.
Yeah. Before we get to that point and add weight, what I want to wait on is I'm seeing a little bit of movement in your hips at the bottom. So when you come down, your hips are kind of trying to like tuck away from the pad. When you get down to the bottom, I want you to make sure, just like over there, upper part of your hips are pressed into that back pad. You know how we always talk about the twerking thing, rotating the hips out? Same thing on here. You want to actually rotate the hips out at the bottom and kind of push the butt down against that corner. And when you do that, you're probably going to feel a lot more pressure in the hamstrings. That's what we want to get control of, because right now the hamstrings are hitting a limit and it's tucking your hips up. And if we just stack weight on top of that, then you're going to start pulling on the lower back. So we want to get a little more control there. It's not bad, but I want you to focus on that just a little bit and see if we can get it locked in. I'm planning tomorrow, but I'm hesitant. I'm going to start releasing content about my bodybuilding journey.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It is, but I'm really nervous.
Why?
I don't like putting myself out there like that.
Yeah.
I'm like really self-conscious about that. But I want to build my whole story of why I'm actually doing it.
I was gonna plan on filming a video about my fitness journey, even though it's just like from a normie point of view, not someone who's competing.
Yeah.
But it does give a lot more background because I was not athletic growing up.
That's good stuff to put in there though.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing that could hit a lot of people, that maybe they're not working out right now.
Yeah.
And they're not taking care of their health because they weren't athletic. So it'd be cool for people to see that you can.
Yeah.
You just got to be careful about the way you do it.
And find something you like.
Yeah. Last one. All right. Think that'll do it?
Yeah.
Time for pizza.
Oh, it's already time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
On measurement days, you get an easy workout.
Okay, it's time for the outro. I didn't think my workout would be done so soon, but I guess I'm done. I need to eat pizza and get ready for another dumb day of work. See you in the next video. Good night.
Feet slightly turned out. Bend the knees a little bit, and then flex your quads. Hinge forward just a tiny bit. Hands in front, come up, flex the biceps, and then externally rotate and get your chest up high.
Oh, this feels so weird. I feel like a gym bro.
Now you'll flip around. Let's kick a leg back. I like that one better. We're gonna come up, pinch the shoulder blades as tight as you can, flex the biceps, and then rotate back and lean back.
Oh, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. There you go. That's gonna be some good ones.